So technically, Parkrun isn't a race. It's a timed 5K community event, free for everyone, welcoming and inclusive. In fact, they even removed all the course records from their website to make it less off-putting. Well, enter the world's most competitive man. A man whose vocabulary does not include the phrase fun run. Because life isn't about taking part, it's about taking over. So in my first ever parkrun in Japan, I'll be doing the obvious thing, attempting to break the national record and make racing great again. So it's a monumental day today. I've got my Japanese parkrun debut. Actually out here, they aren't popular at all. Like back home, everyone loves it. And I've only actually done a couple of them maybe back in the UK. But out here, almost no one's even heard of parkrun. So the record, it's a little bit soft. It was slightly hard to find the exact number, but definitely no one's gone under 15 before. As long as I tick that sub 15 box, then hopefully I'll secure the crown and assert my dominance on the Japanese parkrun scene. Now I know there'll be some people crying about, oh, but parkrun isn't a race. Well, if I want to race it, then it's a goddamn race. So I'm gonna go all out and give it absolutely everything. In fact, that can be this week's rant to Japan. Why are we trying to take competition out of everything? Competition is what makes sport fun. Let's stop trying to turn everything into a fun run and get rid of records and results. That's what motivates people. That's what makes sport exciting. You want to try and chase a faster time. So keep those records back up. Come on, parkrun, sort it out. But don't worry, I'm coming with that winner mentality today. So yeah, let's give it a big ones and try and knock out maybe a sub 14:30. I reckon that should be the aim probably. I'm gonna give the course a little jog though, because I've never been here before, and we'll see how quick it's looking. But before we head out on that jog, I've got to give an update from last week's video. So you know I ran the Yamagata half marathon, and at the end of it, I took the dub. It was a soft victory, but I went home with the prizes, and they've actually just arrived here. So I said I'd update you when all this stuff got delivered, because you know last time at the awards, I was given the laurel wreath. Oh, I'm just gonna look like such a twat if I'm wearing this throughout, but I felt like this is quite funny. And then the flowers as well, very nice. And then I've just had in the post some mystery box. So with these Japanese races, they never usually give money, but you get some like random awards. Ah yeah, this says keep cold. So this must be some kind of perishable goods. And to pull out the big shots here. I'm struggling to get this open. Some highly secure goods we've got here. I just caught a view of myself in the camera lens below. I look like such a knob wearing this, but it's gotta be done. This was special delivered all the way from Yamagata. Yamagata Gyu Steaki. Oh, we've got some premium Yamagata steak here. So I think it's known for like top quality beef. Mate, this is the most secure steak I've ever seen in my life. You have to go through like 5 layers just to get into it. Oh, damn. That is a unit right there. Hold up. Oh, look at that bad boy. They even just got a slab of fat there for extra flavor. So it's that marbled Yamagata steak. Oh, that's unreal. I'm worried I'm not going to do this justice when I cook it. Like I'm going to cremate the thing or something. Because you know my cooking skills are somewhat lacking. Maybe that'll have to be the Scran to Japan segment in next week's video. Will be me preparing this bad boy. And then let's actually see what's in the other package, because I think it's food as well. So this one looks like a fruit box. Let's see what we got in here. Fruit's actually so expensive in Japan. It's weird, like everything normally is dead cheap, but for some reason fruits cost a ridiculous amount. Like they're only usually given as like luxury gifts. Outside of like bananas, apples, this is serious stuff. We've got some pear, the old Yamagata nashi. Yes, I speak very good Japanese. And some budo, by the look of it, grapes. So it might not look like much, but this is some serious premium goods right here. Oh, so it's a legendary prize haul yet again. The Japanese races, you gotta love it. You never know what you're gonna get, but they always deliver on the local specialties. So with that little unboxing out the way, let's head back to the parkrun to check out the course. The main thing I was looking for when choosing which parkrun in Tokyo to launch an assault on was the level of congestion. Are the paths wide enough for this cart horse to trundle through and to avoid another Melbourne 10K nightmare? So I was recommended this parkrun by a mate who visited Japan recently, shout out McCrazy. He took the age group record here and said it was a solid course, but potentially slightly long. Let's find out though. Right, I think I've pretty much covered the course. So it's like this little loop to start with and then 2 big ones. Seems pretty clear. Like, there's not too much traffic, decent, flat, a few little curves and stuff, but yeah, I reckon I can get moving on here.
The legs are a little bit tired from, I did a 10K tempo day before yesterday, around 30:14, so it's actually moving. I think it might be one of my quickest ever 10K times, but just stacking up that fatigue in the legs, getting moving. Obviously, it's not going to taper for a park run, but I'm hoping today I can still get a nice little speed checker and run my fastest ever 5K.
Now, halfway through recording these voiceover parts, I got distracted by a flavour combo so powerful, it was worthy of its own random Scran of the Day segment. I just had to flick the camera on because, god damn, Japan, you've done it again. Some absolute banging Scran right here. They love a wacky flavour combo, and here we've got the Choco Crisps with rich milk flavour. This is unbelievable. It might sound weird, but the salty crisps combined with the delicious sweet chocolate. That is unbelievable. And they don't skimp on the chocolate. I've seen crisps before where they put a little drizzle or something, but no, this is thick, juicy goodness. Oh, big up Family Mart in Japan. I need that sponsorship. Come on. I feel like we could build something big here. But as for the Jagger Choco Grande, I'm going to give it 8.7 Scran to Japan score. Certified banger. Now, with all you Scran to Japan diehards satisfied, it's time for a bit of actual running content. So going into this race, I was confident a big time was on the cards after recent training had unleashed the inner speedophile within me. All right, so we've got the classic track sesh for the week. So I'm trying to get that speed in each week. And obviously with that 5K coming up, I'm gonna try and even go maybe a little bit quicker than 5K. I need to keep edging up, like working on those fast twitch fibers. So we're gonna go 400 meters, so 20 times 400. And I think the aim's to go hopefully like 68, 67s. And then we'll go 100 meter jog in 45 maybe to 40. So it's a little bit, I haven't done anything quite this quick. A little bit worried this morning. We'll see, if the hammies hold up, the calves. But just trying to get that speed in, give me that confidence for this 5K park run coming up. And then all I've got to do is just do it without the recovery, unbroken, job done, 14 minutes. Let's have it. So this was a classic Nomio sesh. I took that before to combat the lactic sniper. And all in all, this one was a raging success. All right, there we have it. 20 times 400. I'm reaching my cart horse limits, but actually today I surprised myself. Average basically 67 for all of them, and even cutting down to like 66 at the end with a filthy 63 final 400. I think I went through 200 in probably a PB in about 30 seconds. See, I reckon the speed's there. Like I'm easily the best placed speed-wise I've ever been. And now, I'm ready to just rip a little 5K. So all that's left is to hit the parkrun start line and soak in the vibes.
なっていうのが正直なところです。皆さんぜひ前のテラのボランティアですね、やっていただける方前に出てきてください。
So a big thanks to all the volunteers who give up their Saturday morning every week to help out and keep the sport alive.
Actually a pretty decent squad out, I'm surprised. I've never heard anyone mention parkrun in Japan, but it's a mix of sort of, travellers, foreigners living here and then Japanese. Legs feeling good though. So I reckon I'll go out at sort of 250 per K, so that would be 14:10 or so. We'll try and hold that. Maybe, we'll see from about 3K on, it might get rough, but I reckon we'll start at that pace and just see what happens.
I love these Japanese races, or runs as I should call it today, where everyone is always so friendly and fascinated by what I'm up to. I'd got chatting with a local running group who'd been doing a session before this and then jumping in for an extra little 5K, and they were admiring my wavy Brooks Garms.
もう少し前に詰めてください。
かっこいい。
3、2、1、パークラン。
And so just like that, we are underway, we're rocking and rolling, and I'm gonna get moving as expected. I'm gonna be on my own this whole time, so just about locking into pace, going out hard, because those 250s are never gonna feel easy. So there's plenty of non-runners as well, like it's just an open park this, it's no actual set course, because obviously you're having to navigate around a few people and stuff, but we're only half a K in. The heart rate's already at 180 basically here, and I've gone out hot, like sub 250 pace, because I know I just need to lock into that at the start and just try and hang on. Now I know this pace is doable because some of those like 400 meter reps I've done recently have been 67 seconds per 400, but it's a whole different ball game when you're stacking them back to back without recovery. But I'm glad I did that little course recce before because I could have seen myself 100% going wrong on this otherwise. Luckily though, yeah, I'd ran the whole loop, so I knew exactly where I'm turning, where each K-split was on my watch. And I was just checking down every now and again like, yeah, good, I'm on pace. So we're just clipping through the first K here in a 2:49 on the watch. So sort of bang on there. That's going to be, yeah, very low 14 pace. And you can hear my breathing is heavy. So we've still got another 4K to go, but even at this point, yeah, I'm by no means feeling comfy. It feels like I'm right on the limit. So I'm kind of trying to take the shortest line here because it's curving around a bit. You could end up running a whole lot further if you're moving around people. And at this point, it's okay, but we'll see on the second lap coming back around, I have to go a bit wide and stuff. And potentially that's where I gain a little bit of extra distance. But yeah, at this point, it's not the most eventful. 2K in, standard, and we're on, what was that, 2:51. We've just split through 2K. It's a couple seconds slow, but I'm averaging, yeah, still bang on that 2:50. And you can see the pace drops a little bit as we go around some of these corners, but then I'm trying to make up for it on the straights, just absolutely hammer it. And fair play, the volunteers are bouncing all around the course because there's a whole load of corners and stuff here. And actually, let's hear from one of the volunteers now who gave a lovely little course preview. So if you ever come here, then this is the park run to go to.
このパークラン紹介してください。そうですそうです。
光が丘パークランです。光が丘パークランはすごい公園、のコースなのが特徴で、森とかが木がいっぱい豊かで、暑い時日陰もあって走りやすいコースです。で、坂道とかもアップダウンもあんまりないので、タイムも出やすいと評判の気持ちよく走れるコースなんで、ぜひ皆さんいらっしゃってください。
Now this is where it actually gets quite fun because there's constant bodies up ahead who are on the first lap. So it means that I've always got someone to chase, like another target to try and reel in. And all of them, yeah, legends. I got so many like, let's go, so quick. Hayai, sugoi. It's like the classic Japanese. And it looks like we've just ticked through 3K. This one was again a 2:51. So it's hard. Like I'm just about able to claw onto that kind of 2:50, like basically redlining here. So I'd say pretty much from 1K onwards, I'm redlining like the entire time. You can see the pace here starting to creep up a little bit. We're seeing a few more like 2:53, 2:54 kind of pace. And I'm having to wiggle around a little bit, like squeeze through the gap here because I don't want to run too wide, like add on a whole load of distance, but I've got to be careful. I don't want to wipe someone out. And we're going to get the 4K split just here in a 2:52. So I've lost a couple seconds there, but we're still on for a big time if I can hold it. Now, if we dig a little deeper into the data for this race, coming from the weapon on my wrist, the Coros Pace 3, we can see something pretty tasty. So this was the highest cadence and stride length I've ever had in a race. There's absolutely no drop off in cadence here, which is usually what happens when the thunder thighs get tired and I end up desperately overstriding. But this is the first time I've seen the graph looking dead flat, so it's huge. My speed and power is officially at an all-time high. A cart horse, no more. This is my racehorse era. And I remember I said before that you've got to run more to run faster. Well, here's your proof. It's not like I've done any more speed work recently. All I've done is just up my mileage to increase that training load. But easy running is still the bread and butter. Around 70% of my weekly mileage is just plodding. It's that simple. That's the secret. So if you want to train harder and let Coros handle the smarter part, then hit that link down below and use the code RANTOJAPAN for a free wrist strap or arm sleeves when you cop any of their watches. Now obviously Parkrun, it is a fun run at the end of the day. Like I'm only joking obviously about it, and it's not like an official certified course or anything, so it's not like I can count this as a PB or whatever, but I'd love to actually. I'm thinking post Valencia, so I'm going to be back in the UK. So if anyone's got any suggestions in December of 5K races, like quick ones where I can try and rip, ideally a sub 14, I think that's got to be the goal, then let me know down below in the comments any suggestions, and yeah, I'd love to get involved. So at this point I'm kicking for home, and I remembered where the finish point was. I'm thinking this is looking a little bit far because obviously on my watch, yeah, I'm on 4.83. That should be kind of just up ahead, like final kick, but I've still got to go up and then around the corner, thinking, this could end up being a little bit long here because I've been going off my watch splits. Like the Coros is usually dead accurate. I've got that dual frequency on. You know, like I talked about in another video, I've used the meter wheel before to measure courses and it's usually spot on, but yeah, I'm just going to hit 5K here with that 5K in a 2:51. So I've been dead consistent throughout. And now I've got on my watch a 14:14 for 5K, which is a massive PB, but obviously you can't go off the watch timing, and we'll take the Parkrun official, but you can see the home straight here. As I kick for home, unleash the final fast twitch fiber, leave it all out there on the course, and let's see what the final time is.
It was around 14:40. So, yeah, it's a good run. Man, 5Ks are hard. Feels flat out from the start. Jeez, this used to sprint for 5K. Oh man, that was great fun.
Some of the guys after were asking about my YouTube channel, so I managed to gain a few extra Japanese subs. Because you know, every little helps as we close in on the big 100K.
Yeah.
これに出ちゃうの。
すごい。あ、そう。あ、でも登録者大体みんな外国人？ああ、じゃあすぐ帰ったら。2時間9分。ああ、お願いします。ありがとうございます。2時間9分？30分切り。目標です。
So shout out to all you guys who are at this park run. If you're watching, 応援してくれてありがとうございます。
You know, it was actually a lot of fun. I used to absolutely hate 5Ks back in the day. It just felt like a flat out sprint, and I mean it did again, but I actually felt like I could hold it. Usually the lactic sniper is just absolutely taking me down. I'm gone by 3K. So I reckon that was a pretty good shift today. To hold basically 250 flats at the end of a big week, like on fresh legs, I almost feel like I could probably hold that for 10K because my speed's easily in the best place it's ever been. So it's pretty promising that if I've got that speed, then the marathon stuff should just be leveling up too.
So there we have it. Parkrun, one and done. Completed it, mate. On to the next race. But big up everyone for watching these videos. This has been Jake with Run to Japan. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, train harder, not smarter. Let's go.